Today is National Waffle Iron Day, and who better to celebrate it with than a restaurant that's all about those sweet little squares. Katie Weber with Waffle Love is here to tell us about her business. Katie, good morning.
Good morning.
We've had you on the show before, but it was before COVID, so things have changed.
They have. Yes, absolutely.
Can you remind me just a little bit about where you started and where Waffle Love has grown?
Yeah, so in 2017, I had a food truck, and we were scouting around town looking for places to land our brick and mortar. We found a great spot in Round Rock, and it's gone really well. We've been open for about 6 years now.
It's incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I'm going to tell you what I said to you off camera as well. You guys brought in a waffle cake,
yes,
a wedding cake the last time that we had you on our show. And I told you it's one of the best things I've ever tasted.
Well, thank
so
you.
I always had you in the back of my mind. National Waffle Iron Day came up and I said, we got to get back in touch.
Absolutely.
We got to see how you guys are doing.
Yeah, happy to be here.
So talk to me about what you offer now, because now that you do have that brick and mortar, you have breakfast going, and you've got sweets and savories.
We sure do. Yeah, we have a whole array of sweet and savory. Our savory items really drive sales. Definitely, that's the thing that brings people back again and again. They don't realize that we're not just a breakfast place or dessert place. We're open 8 to 8 on Monday through Saturday, and open on Sunday 9 to 2 for brunch. And we really push our chicken and waffles. We have a grilled cheese and bisque that we do as well. That's super popular, and so those are things that people start to crave after a while.
Ah, okay. You have one little bite. You have a little bit. You got to come back for more.
Absolutely.
And it's actually a difference in the waffle itself. I was asking about these being Liège waffles because if you don't know, for everybody at home, that's like the gold standard of the Belgian waffle.
Right.
But you change it just a little bit when you go savory. So talk to me about how that's different.
Yeah. So we do our dough from yeast dough instead of like a liquidy batter for our Liège dough that's rolled in pearl sugar. But then for a few of our savory items, we have a croissant waffle. It's just croissant dough that we put right on our waffle iron and cook it up, and so it takes the shape of a waffle as well.
That sounds absolutely amazing. Okay, you did want to do a little demo for me today.
I did.
So this is one of your traditional Liège waffles. And so, yes, talk to me about pearl sugar before we move on.
Okay, so pearl sugar is this amazing little substance that we roll our yeast dough in, and then it'll proof. And once you put the dough on the waffle iron, because of that pearl sugar that we import from Belgium, it caramelizes on the waffle, and so it gives it a nice little shimmer, a little caramely taste to it.
Glossy.
Very glossy, which actually makes it shelf stable for a little bit longer because it has that caramelization on the outside. And so you can eat it hot or, a couple hours later when it's cooled down. Yeah.
But you're going to want to do both.
Right, absolutely.
Bottom line. Okay, so we're making the Red Wonder. Talk to me about this one.
So the Red Wonder is one of our most popular sweet ones. If I just show you real quick, we put this cookie butter on here.
Cookie butter, lovely stuff.
Yes,
Tends to not only have a sweetness to it, but a little bit of a drying factor as well.
It does, yeah, you're right. And when the waffle is nice and hot, it'll get a little bit liquidy, it'll melt down a little bit, and so it has a really nice texture to it, but it does stay. So again, if you do this on a room temperature waffle, it adds just the perfect amount of crunch to it as well.
And now we're going sweet, we're going fresh with berries.
Absolutely.
So talk to me about what you're adding.
So we put fresh whipped cream that we whip in-house, and then we also add fresh fruit. We always do fresh fruit. We don't do the syrupy, strawberries on top. So every time it's going to be fresh. We use fresh ingredients. We make everything that we possibly can in-house. We do our own lemon curds, our own sauces and syrups, and we just want to make it as premium as possible.
And guys, the Red Wonder, if you want to mentally jot that down, that is what the entire cake was made of when I went for it the last time that you were here and I was eating like a crazy person. Okay, you do want to mention to folks that you can actually take dough from the store and they can cook it at home, right? Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite little secrets that we have. You can actually order the dough from our restaurant, take it home, and cook it up yourself. I have brought this waffle iron and to show you that it actually is compatible with any Belgian waffle iron that you have at home.
Nice.
As long as it's got the thickness, and yeah, you can decorate it at home however you like.
I'm thinking slumber party, show off.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, these waffles, I made them myself. You don't have to say
we won't tell anyone.
I got the dough from Waffle Love. Okay. And you also do catering. Talk to me about that.
Yes, we do catering. So these are some of our sample items that we use for catering. We love doing the grilled cheese and bisque. That is a crowd favorite. It's very surprising to everyone because they're not expecting it, but we do make our own garlic butter for that. We also have chicken and waffles that we bread and fry our own chicken. Everything's fresh. We make it to order. We don't start frying the chicken until...
I'm hearing everything in-house. That's what
everything
I'm hearing.
in-house.
Yep.
Yep, and then we've got some dessert items as well.
That looks really good. And actually, we're going to bring up your food truck one more time when we're in our last minute here because you're starting to use it again, and that's because we're scouting.
Yes, we are. So we have our food truck we've been shelving it for a couple years now. We're bringing it back because we are looking for a second location. So if anyone has any, great cities that they want us to try out and see how we do, we are open to suggestions.
So right now in Round Rock, but open to the possibility of being somewhere else, including not just Austin.
Right.
Oh, that's an exciting time. Okay, so real quickly, how can people order with you?
You can order online at waffleloveatx.com, or you can come in store and try it out fresh.
Sounds good to me. 8 to 8?
8 to 8, Monday through Saturday, Sunday 9 to 2.
Plenty of options. Okay, sounds good to me. I can't wait to chow down. Thank you so much, Katie.
Thank you for having me.
It.
Yeah.
See the full menu and order online now, guys, at waffleloveatx.com. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored on behalf of Fenty Skin and Marshalls by Tips on TV. Summer is officially in full swing, and this year's beauty and fashion trends are all about glowing skin, effortless style, and looking great without breaking the bank. Here to help is model, fashion, and beauty expert Vanita Aspen, who has some timely tips to make the biggest splash this summer. Vanita, you might recognize her, is one of the stars of Bravo's Southern Charm, and she has a popular blog where she discusses the latest in beauty, fashion, and lifestyle trends. We're excited to have her. Vanita, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Happy to have you. What are some of the biggest beauty challenges people face during the summer months?
If you're a big watcher of Southern Charm, you know that the Charleston summers are extremely busy for us. We are either out on the boat, we're having rooftop parties, we're doing dinner parties, everything in between because there's always somewhere to be. One of the biggest beauty challenges is staying fresh and polished through all that heat and humidity, which is why I love products and fashion finds that make getting ready simple and effortless.
Okay, do you have a secret for creating that summer glow? Because it's hot down here in Texas too.
Yeah, so creating that summer glow, some things that you really need to make sure you're doing is pampering and protecting your skin all summer long while using the Fenty Skin Hydra Visor Hue, the ultimate multitasker. This tinted moisturizer hydrates, brightens, smooths, and protects in 10 flexible mineral SPF shades for all skin tones and types. A global bestseller and Rihanna's favorite tinted SPF, it features hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and Barbados cherry to boost radiance and improve your skin's texture. The lightweight formula blends seamlessly, leaving no white cast, and delivers a healthy, luminous glow, perfect alone or under makeup without pilling.
I love when I hear SPF. Okay, when it comes to fashion-forward ideas, do you have a go-to?
Yes, my go-to fashion-forward idea is making sure you're finding all your summer trends and styles at Marshalls. Marshall makes it so easy to embrace the season's biggest style trends without sacrificing quality or value. We're seeing everything from sporty chic and coastal-inspired looks to sunny shades like butter yellow and sunset hues, all brought to life through versatile pieces you'll wear all season long. Whether you're shopping for a vacation, a special occasion, or simply updating your everyday wardrobe, Marshalls has standout styles that look elevated, feel current, and deliver incredible value. Shop Marshalls for summer standout styles that feel polished and not pricey.
Okay, Vanita, what about that added personal touch, though?
You know, my favorite way to add a personal touch to any outfit is making sure I'm accessorizing. So whether that is a statement handbag like these viral beaded bags, which start at $16.99, layered jewelry, a great pair of sunglasses, or the perfect sandal, the right accessories can instantly elevate any outfit. Marshalls offers on-trend finishing pieces that add personality, polish, and versatility to your wardrobe, all at amazing prices. Complete your summer look for less at Marshalls and Marshalls.com to find a store near you.
Do you have any other summer beauty ideas to impress?
You know, living in Charleston, summer is my favorite excuse to get people together. I love throwing on a fabulous outfit, setting a beautiful table, and inviting friends over, even if it's just a random Tuesday. Summer goes by way too fast. I'm a big believer in creating little moments to celebrate. Some of my favorite memories have come from the most spontaneous nights with friends.
Oh, I love that. Where can we go for more information today?
For more information, you guys can go to tipsontv.com.
All right, Vanita, thank you for your time and happy summer to you.
Happy summer.
The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored on behalf of Fenty Skin and Marshalls by Tips on TV. Welcome back. Spring is underway. The months are flying. So our girl Ashley King is here with her friend Anna to get our bodies in shape for summer, because we're going to be in bathing suits before we know it. It's going to get hot out there. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you. Okay, so Ashley, you always talk about a great circuit workout when you come in here, and I'm so grateful for the hands-on tips. We are talking about abs for summer. Tell us why it's so important.
Oh, well, first of all, hot weather is already here. It already feels like summer, and it takes some time to get these abs. So let's get started today. And we want to have a strong core, strong back. It's all connected.
Absolutely. Especially as we age, the strength of that core starts affecting other things, right? You throw out your back or something happens to your knees.
It's not just about aesthetics. We got to make sure we're strong and healthy, and it carries all of us, right?
And our bodies don't want to do anything overnight.
No, they do not. Everything takes time.
It takes a little bit of time, so it's a good opportunity to get started now. So I'm going to have your good friend Anna help us out. And Anna, you're actually a client, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Can I hear what you think about Ashley's fitness process and how good she's taken care of you?
Yes. So I started with Ashley a few months ago, and she's just been amazing. She is just so confident, and I just love her. She's amazing. She changed my life.
Does she come to you or do you go to her?
We've done both.
Done both. Okay, because that's one of the really cool services that you offer is like, you don't even have to leave your house. Ashley can come to you.
If you don't feel confident working out in the gym, I'm coming to you, and you don't even have to have equipment. I bring it to you.
That is incredible. Yeah. Okay, so you've done so well that I'm so sorry you got volunteered to do today.
She's amazing.
Okay, we're gonna do banded obliques is the first of your circuit training. So let's go ahead and see that. So we've got a leg band on.
So this is a glute band. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna put the glute band right above her knee. This is a twofer. She's going to be getting her sides. This is her obliques. And she's going to be getting her booty at the same time. So she's going to crunch up. As you can tell, this is a lot of balance. So she's having to kind of balance on her side while she's lifting her leg up a little bit. And she's going to be crunching and squeezing and concentrating right here. But she's also going to get a little bit of a booty workout here. You're going to probably do about 8 to 12 on this side, and then you're going to flip to the other side.
8 to 12?
Yep.
And how many rounds should we be doing?
Typically, I like 3.
Okay.
You can kind of go through this.
So possibly up to 36 of these, pace yourself.
Yes! Got to do a lot of abs to get abs.
Yes. That's a really good point. Okay, next is a plank, but we've got some lifts in the mix.
Yes, I always like to make it a little more interesting. So she has a band on that's going to actually activate her glutes at the same time. So she's going to be lifting one at a time.
So that band is still in the same place, kind of right above the knees.
Yes, so it's putting a lot of tension right here, which is our problem area as women. We really want to work the glutes. It's attached to her hamstrings. Hamstrings are strong, glutes lifted up. Obviously, she's still working her core here because she's in a plank position, and she's also feeling her shoulders, right, Anna?
Yes.
Yes. Now she's going to go out to the sides, and that's going to also get your side glute. So we're kind of hitting all areas here. I'm only going to make her do 1 or 2 more because I know she's feeling it. All right, go ahead and get done.
Good job. You are a strong woman,
Yeah, she's
Anna.
great. I told you. I picked the right one.
I'm impressed. Yes. Okay, and then finally, you've got a sit-up, but a sit-up with a twist.
Yes. Okay, so normally when people do sit-ups, they kind of just reach up with their arms. I want you to activate every single ab and go slow. So she's gonna come up in the middle, And she's having to use all of her abs while she does this because she's going slow too.
Ouch.
So she's reaching all the way back. That makes you stretch up and squeeze every single ab. So slow, controlled, arms all the way above your head.
Don't just fall back down.
Yes,
that
yes.
sort of thing.
Don't use momentum. Now
Okay.
she's going to start doing the sides. That's going to get those obliques because we want to hit it all. So she's just going to slightly go to the side here as she squeezes. Nice and slow and controlled. That's how we do all of our movements, especially abs.
Is this going to be the same setup? So 8 to 12.
Yeah.
We'll do it for 3
Yeah.
rounds.
If you're crazy, 20.
So maybe like you.
Yeah.
Because you've got fantastic abs.
Oh, thank you so much.
How much are you resting in between? Great job.
I know,
Anna.
thank you. She has a hard job. So I would say whatever you need, but 30 seconds, a minute. If you need 2 minutes, totally fine. This isn't cardio, so we're not having to like kind of rush when we're doing this. But the whole point is trying to actually engage in muscle-mind like connection when you're doing this instead of just going through the motions and going fast. I want you to kind of think about using your abs, engaging, going slow, taking your time.
Any tips on breathing since we are slowing things down?
Yeah, so if you can slow down your breath too, if you ever kind of feel nauseous or you're not feeling great, like to slow your breath is the best way to kind of get back in the game and get back to your workout.
And
We
get
gotta-
you focused.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I would start whipping through those
Yes,
as quickly as possible,
yeah.
thinking, I need to get my 8 to 12 done. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so slowing everything down,
Slow everything down.
being more concentrated.
Yes,
Okay.
thinking about what you're doing.
Okay, all right. Remind us, if you would, about your services. We talked about them a little bit, but just to remind people at home.
Yeah, so I do private personal training. I come to you if you need that. I have all equipment if you don't have any equipment. We just work towards your goals. It's all customized to you. And just like Anna, I do for her, we just love working out together. We try to make it fun too.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel like you're being tortured. I don't torture you, don't worry. Not yet, not right away. No, I'm just joking. I try to make it fun because then you're going to actually stick to it and we slowly progress. There's no forcing you to do things that you've never done before, so you can start at any fitness level.
Well, and we could look as great as Anna.
Yes,
at the
let's
end.
flex. Let's
Yeah.
flex, girl. Make
Let's
me look
see
good.
her.
Make you, yeah, look at
Yeah,
this.
she
She's
does
got
look
two
great.
little ones, guys.
Oh, I'm impressed. Great job, Mom.
Yeah.
You did an awesome job in the studio today, and thank you, Ashley,
Of
as
course.
always.
Thanks for having me.
All right, to get a hold of Ashley, check out her Instagram. You can follow along at Ashley King Fitness. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored on behalf of Mars Inc. American Heritage Chocolate by Tips on TV. As America prepares to celebrate its 250th anniversary, the new History Tellers Award is shining a spotlight on the interpreters and guides who bring history to life at historic sites and museums. Here to share more are Mars chocolate historian, very cool title, Dave Borgasani, and this year's winner, Marcus Smith from the Du Bois Freedom Center. Welcome, Dave and Marcus.
Thank you for having
Good
us.
morning.
Dave, can you tell us a little bit about the History Tellers Award?
I'd love to. You know, most people know that Mars makes fantastic chocolate brands, but one of the things most people don't know is that Mars, an American heritage chocolate, a chocolate based upon recipes from the 1700s, have been committed to preserving American history for over 2 decades now. But as we celebrate our nation's 250th anniversary, we wanted to shine the spotlight on those individuals who connect their audiences with our nation's history in meaningful ways. The History Tellers Award does just that. This award celebrates people like this year's winner, Marcus Smith from the Du Bois Freedom Center in Great Barrington, Massachusetts.
Well, Marcus, congratulations. Tell us a little bit about what you do and why it matters.
Absolutely. So here at the Du Bois Freedom Center, through programming, through interpretive exhibits, through tours, we explore the life and legacy of W. Du Bois, who is one of the co-founders of the NAACP, but also is known as one of the premier architects of the civil rights movement, as well as exploring the broader Black history in the Berkshires, which is extremely rich. And one of the things that's important to know about Du Bois is that he's responsible for a lot of what we kind of see today. He was actually passed a day before the March on Washington, and Roy Wilkins, the executive secretary, honored him by saying, at the dawn of the 20th century, his was the voice calling here today to stand in support of this cause. And his voice is as relevant today as it was back then, particularly his conversations around democracy, civic engagement, but also importantly, civic responsibility as we approach our nation's 250th.
I can tell you're passionate about it. Okay, Dave, back to you. You're a chocolate historian. I love this. What surprises most people about chocolate history?
Well, one of the things that surprises people the most is how often chocolate shows up throughout our history. As we go to celebrate our nation's 250th anniversary, one of the things that's fascinating to me is how often chocolate has been a part of major milestones in our history. For example, our founding fathers enjoyed drinking chocolate. Chocolate was also a form of a currency. Chocolate was used as a military ration. Chocolate has actually gone to the highest point in the world, the top of Mount Everest. It's actually gone to the lowest point, the Mariana. And chocolate has even gone into outer space. And let's face it, Rosie, who doesn't love chocolate?
Well, you're not going to be finding anybody in this phone call who doesn't love chocolate, because I'm a big fan. Marcus, what inspired your passion for history, and what does winning the History Tellers Award mean to you?
Well, I have to give credit to my family, my grandparents, who instilled in me and my generation from an early age the importance of not only sharing history among each other, but also celebrating it and carrying that history forward to new generations, to wider audiences. And so winning this award feels like, it feels like I'm also honoring my grandparents in respect to the work that I'm going to do and continue to do at the Du Bois Fitness Center and beyond.
That's wonderful. Okay, and Dave, do you have any other facts you'd like to share?
Well, the first thing I'd like to do is encourage people this summer to go out and visit historic sites and museums across our great nation. If you're ever up in Western Massachusetts, come visit the Du Bois Freedom Center in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Also support your local community and their historic sites and museums as well, too. For more information on all that we discussed, including the History Tellers Award, American Heritage Chocolate, and Mars's ongoing commitment to history, educational, and preservation, visit us at AmericanHeritageChocolate.com and be sure to visit the DuBoisFreedomCenter.org website for their fantastic summer programming schedule.
Really good information today, fellas. And Marcus, congratulations again to you. We appreciate y'all's time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored on behalf of Mars Inc. American Heritage Chocolate by Tips on TV. Welcome back, everybody. Of course, we know it's America's 250th birthday this year, but it's also the 100th anniversary of Route 66. Here to talk to us about the Texas connection to the famous highway and to get some fun getaway ideas is our friend who has just traveled on it, Adina Anderson.
Yes, hello,
Good morning.
hello. I am doing it in portions. It's so massive. I mean, it is the mother road, right?
Yeah, and you started actually in my hometown,
yes.
Springfield, Missouri. Talk to me about this.
I did. Well, it was kind of funny because when I landed, the biggest hailstorm ever hit. So it took out all the rental cars. So I did part of Route 66 in a U-Haul.
What an adventure.
It was such an adventure, yes. But Springfield has a lot of really cool things. Casper's, it is the famous burger joint.
I didn't know this.
Oh my gosh,
Some
it's so
things that
good.
you are here to tell us about Springfield, I'm like, I grew up there, I should know.
These chili fries, probably the best I've ever had. And they home make everything in that little bitty kitchen. There's the chef. He was so cool. He was walking me through everything and it was absolutely amazing. And there's some really cool bridges. Now Route 66 is kind of weird because you have the back road Route 66 and then you have the highway Route 66.
Right.
I took all the back roads so I could see the Gay Piatti, I could see Spencer. I mean, there's just so much to do. And that hotel, Boots Court, was really, really cool. That's
it
just
looks like
outside
a
Carthage.
throwback in time.
It really is. It started with 9 rooms and now there's like 17 or 20 rooms. So that was a really cool thing to check out because it is very authentic inside. So then the little gas stations and just the visitor centers, everybody's gearing up for the 100th anniversary. So it was really neat to see how many people, were out there. Mm-hmm. America is embracing Route 66 right now. There's a lot to see, yes.
Yeah, and then your next stop, Joplin, Missouri.
Yes.
So Joplin, for anybody who doesn't know, is like a stone's throw directly west of Springfield.
Correct, yes. And it has got the big stockyard, which I pulled up in my U-Haul, and I said, I'd like a cow, please. But it was kind of cute. You know, we didn't have the U-Haul for too long, but we did have it through pretty much all of Missouri, which was fun. This this was a really neat, the Red Oak Cafe.
It's cute.
It's historic, and you just drive through. It has all the original buildings. It's a really neat place to, if you have kids with you, let them out and run around, because it's got a really cool little back area that you can walk into. And then Iggy's Diner. If you've never been, you've got to check it out. The breakfast, oh my gosh.
Look at this burger.
They were probably the biggest burger on the little Route 66 that I did. It was phenomenal. There's my U-Haul at the stockyard.
And this is saying something, because of course Joplin was hit with that. I think they've upgraded it now to an EF5 tornado, and it was back in, I think, 2011, if I'm remembering correctly. This does not look like a place that has been torn apart. They've done a great job of rebuilding.
They really have. And that little downtown burger joint, that was my favorite burger. It was pimento cheese.
Oh, you're going to talk. Preaching to the choir here for Studio 512 crew. The pimento cheese on everything right now. We're talking about it.
Exactly. Just throw that on everything and I'm happy. Exactly. But they do have a different burger each month. And we just got lucky, and that was the burger of the month. So it was wonderful. And one thing I love about the different towns that I went to is that there is something to see. There is an adventurous kind of thing, a little trail. There's great food, and there's great attractions. And they're really fun to get out and check out. So definitely don't just drive through it. Like, stop at those attractions, because that's what it's all about.
Enjoy yourself a little bit. Okay, next up, I know you're heading west, was Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
So I've got to tell you, barbecue in Oklahoma, they have kind of a Kansas, Missouri kind of Kansas barbecue and Texas barbecue, and combine it.
Oh, the best of both worlds.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
So great barbecue, great sauces. This was one of the places, it was called the Nowhere Barbecue, and it was in the middle of nowhere. It was nothing.
But on Route 66.
It was on Route 66, and it was family owned. The locals hang out there, and they really make you feel like a local. They were like, come on and sit down with us. And it was, I call them the Blue Hairs, right? There was just this fun group of ladies with one man. And so they embraced us. We were sitting with them. They were very concerned that we had our apple pie. They're like, eat your pie, we'll talk. It was just a really neat little place to check out. And right next to it was this another little attraction to see, and it was not even finished being built yet. And then this was the hotel. It was very famous. I mean, it's just everything on this route. There's so much to see, and there's so much to talk about, and so much history.
There's a little bit of a slice of Texas happening here as well.
A little bit, yes. I want to talk about Nikki's real quick. The barbecue.
Yeah.
The fried bologna, known for their smoked bologna. You've got to stop. If you go to Oklahoma City, you've got to stop at Nikki's. Okay. And it's in the Mother Road Market. So
smoked bologna.
I know it sounds crazy, but it was so good. But yes, Texas, got to get over there, Amarillo. You know, these two attractions that I went to have been there forever, right? Everybody kind of knows about the Cadillac Ranch and the 72-ounce steak. But when you go to it now with Route 66 turning 100, it's just a different feel, because I've stopped there numerous times. But now that it's a celebration time, it's kind of cool how many people are coming out there and spraying the Cadillacs and trying to eat that 72-ounce steak. It's just kind of cool, yeah.
Did you attempt it?
Oh, gosh, no.
I wouldn't either. Okay. Last up, Santa Monica, California. Here we come.
I know. I kind of skipped over Arizona. I haven't done Arizona, New Mexico yet, because it does go through a bunch of different states. But Santa Monica Pier, definitely check it out. There's a lot to see. It is the end of Route 66. And so you finish it on the pier with the ocean. I mean, how cool is that? And there's some cool hikes around there as well.
Oh, amazing. Was the ocean beautiful?
It was so beautiful. I love the West Coast ocean. My favorite is up by San Francisco, but Santa Monica has a pretty good view there. Yes,
okay,
I
lots
will say.
to see on Route 66.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, I know you're going to keep bringing back more.
Yes.
Always with more travel tips from you. Adina, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. To keep up with Adina's latest trips and helpful tips, visit travellifewithadina.com and creativelifestyles.tv. We have a lot of fun here on Studio 512. If you missed any of our great segments, be sure to check out our website, where we like to post the fun things we do. Our feed covers content like arts and entertainment, food and drink, fashion and beauty, home and garden, stuff for kids and pets, as well as information from area experts. In addition, you can check out web-exclusive content that you can only find on Studio512TV.com. We also love to post behind-the-scenes funny moments, outfit inspirations, and more on social media. Find us by searching for Studio 512 on your favorite platform. You don't want to miss a single post. Be sure to follow us, check out our website, and watch us every weekday at 11 a.m. right here on CW Austin. The Georgetown Palace Theater has a whole lot happening this summer. Here to tell us more are Izzy Howell from Jesus Christ Superstar and Sandy D'Amato from Every Brilliant Thing. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lovely to have you both here, and it's so fun that we've got multiple shows going on at the Georgetown Palace Theater. Izzy, first up is Jesus Christ Superstar. Remind us about the production. I had to be honest with you, I've never actually seen it.
Well, you know, it's been around for 50 years, I think. It came out in the 1970s. A rock opera basically about the life of Jesus, but kind of told more through the eyes of Judas, which is, you know, gives it a different and interesting perspective, I think.
Definitely an interesting perspective when we think of how Judas is viewed, like, in modern day culture. So I'm interested by that. You told me off camera, though, not a single word is spoken. I'm fascinated by that.
Yes, it is completely sung through. It's about 90 minutes, not counting intermission, and it's just sung from beginning to end, which, you know, it can be hard on the lyrics, but you know,
but this is
we
a
get
good
through
example of a triple threat. You're acting, you're singing, you're moving.
That is true.
You guys have a pretty big production. So is there anything that we can expect that's different with this production as opposed to something somebody else has maybe already seen?
I mean, this show, I don't know if it's different in whatever kind of way, but I think that it's really cool that we've got such a great cast of people doing it. I mean, this is my favorite show of all time. I've wanted to play Judas forever, and I've got, you know, Nathaniel and Micaiah, who play Jesus and Mary. They're just fantastic, and I love working with them. And, you know, they really make it such a great experience for me and for everybody watching the show.
I love that you bragged on the cast because everybody's putting in a lot of hard work here. But Judas, since it's told from your point of view and you played Judas, so cool that this is your favorite musical and that you get to perform in it. How was it preparing for the character?
Well, you know, I guess I could say I've been preparing for this character for, you know, 30 years.
And you're what, 31?
Yeah, something like that, you know. So, but yeah, so I've always kind of been workshopping it mentally, but it's really cool to actually get a chance to do it, to really kind of dig into it, get into it with an actual team of people, where we can kind of talk through some of the things that, you know, that have always been percolating in my head. It's just a really cool, it's a fun, special experience, you know.
Is it told in a villainous way?
No.
Yeah.
So the thing about, I mean, Judas, what everybody kind of thinks is like Judas, you know, betrayed Jesus for greed, for his 30 pieces of silver. What I think is really interesting about this show and this portrayal of Judas is that it's really like Judas and Jesus are best friends. They've kind of had this falling out, and that maybe the betrayal came from a place of like possibly misguided but deep love that Judas had for Jesus, which I think is a really interesting kind of perspective to put on it.
And I'm hearing layers. Yeah, that you can walk away from this production having seen a whole lot of really cool music and a lot going on stage, but like maybe a thinking man's piece.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you kind of get to see a little bit of maybe see it through a different perspective than you've ever thought about the story before.
I love it. Okay, and Sandy, you told me Every Brilliant Thing is on Broadway right now, so we get a little slice of that here in Central Texas. Tell me about it.
So Every Brilliant Thing is a communal theater experience. So basically the storyline is there's a storyteller that makes a list of every brilliant thing and everything worth living for as a gift for his mom. to help navigate her depression. And what's wonderful about this show is it's done in a very poignant, very joyful, very kind, very optimistic way. So you get to journey with the storyteller through decades as his list grows. And the communal part is there are 2 levels of participation. I don't want to give away too much, but we do invite people up onto the stage to help us tell the story. Very safe environment, a lot of fun, and a lot of heart is in this show. Duncan McMillan, the playwright, just wrote something that's so beautiful. And there are 2 storytellers, so when you come to the theater to see us, not only will you not know, is it me or is it Jacob Rosenbaum, there's 2 of us, but the audience participation makes it a different show every single performance. So it's really different and just so much fun. Yeah.
Very unique. It's almost like you have to go back on more than one night just to see if you can see something different and take something different away.
Yes.
So cool. And how do you feel as the storyteller, being the one who kind of brings the community together? Does it feel very good to you? Because I mean, I think this center on mental health is so positive.
Yes. I think as a storyteller, you just feel so loving and kind to everyone around you, and you just feel that like the electrifying energy coming at you. Creating this role was different than anything I've ever done before because you cannot plan on what an audience member is going to do. So it's about being present. It's about taking care of people, which is just such a wonderful way to enjoy an evening, you know? So yeah, it's been different than anything I've done, and I'm so privileged to have been able to do it.
And who would be a good audience for this show?
I think anyone would be a great audience. Again, be mindful that there is discussion on mental health, suicide, but again, in a way that is uplifting and a way that teaches us to navigate through these different storms of our lives. And anyone who comes, we hope that they will start to build their own list of every brilliant thing as we have, because it really changes the way that we look at the world. So,
super positive. Yeah. Okay, how long is Jesus Christ Superstar running?
We are running until July 5th, so we got 2 more weekends, 6 more performances.
Okay, here we go. And then Every Brilliant Thing, how long does it run?
We close July 19th.
Okay, so a little bit longer of a run time, but good opportunity to come in and see them both. Okay, guys, thank you both so much for your time. Congratulations. Break a leg.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Get your tickets now, y'all, by going to georgetownpalace.org. Content segments during Studio 512 were paid for by Fenty Skin and Marshalls by Tips on TV and Mars Inc. American Heritage Chocolate by Tips on TV.